This is unfair. This is unfair because I remember turning a paper into you, and I quoted Schaeffer. I remember turning a paper into you years ago, and I quote Schaeffer's "True Truth." And I remember the statement that you wrote me back, Leroy. What is true truth? What does this mean? This is a nonsensical statement. And I was like, this is Schaeffer, dude. This is Francis Schaeffer.
Yeah, but when you
Yeah, I
say it, it
remember.
doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, it's still Francis Schaeffer. I mean, but
uh,
I
no,
feel kind of remiss that we
I
didn't
know what you
mention
mean.
him much today because I think he's right in the middle of any kind of incarnational
Yeah,
apologetics. I mean, he in my opinion of all the apologetics is the most serious, right? The guy who is
yeah.
really looking at where the world is going and
He's the
trying to
most
tell us
holistic, at least. Yeah,
he is,
yeah.
he is.
So let me give my real quick. So I'll save his quote for next time. Let me give you my sort of definition of incarnational apologetics. The way I sort of boil all that we've talked down to a short definition, and then get your final thought on that, and then we'll kind of give any closing thoughts. But so here's the way I define it. So incarnational apologetics for me is an affirmation of biblical truth demonstrated in your shame-free lifestyle of holiness, your fearless proclamation of the gospel, your zeal to do good works, and in the transformed life of your disciples. That's what it is. It's the
Mm.
affirmation of biblical truth through all those things.
You said the application or
So the
affirmation.
affirmation, it's the
Affirmation.
affirmation of biblical truth demonstrated in your shame-free lifestyle of holiness, your fearless proclamation of the gospel, your zeal to do good works, and in the transformed life of your disciples.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that you add the last part because discipleship um, is the whole point of it, right? The whole point of discipleship is to defend the faith, of course, but defend it such that people are willing to believe it, right? To defend it
Mm-hmm.
in such a way that people are willing to believe it, and not just outside people or detractors, but people who we are in relationship with,
Mm-hmm.
people who we know and love, right? And hope that
Yeah.
they get to go to heaven. There is this relational uh, discipleship aspect of it
Yeah.
um, that makes it enjoyable. I mean, is it's the most enjoyable thing is when the people that you've poured your life into begin to walk with the Lord on their own, right?
Amen. Yep.
That means that you've done what the Lord has asked you to do, and
Yeah.
you've done the thing, and that's exciting, right? Isn't that exciting when
Yeah.
you look at
Oh
kids
yeah.
who you
Absolutely.
discipled and how they're living, this faith? I mean, and that you're a part of it, right? And that is
Yeah. And it's also
that
heartbreaking when they don't.
when they
Why?
don't.
Because you
Exactly.
care, because you're passionate
Right,
about those people. And if you
right,
care about those
right.
people, you will be elated as Paul was. I mean, he was in
Yeah,
prison, but his only hope was in, man, I know that you're out there living it out.
yeah,
And how discouraging it was for him when people weren't. That's
yeah.
you're absolutely right on that. All right, well, let's
And
close with your final thought from you. I was going to
oh, I
close
was
with
going
your
to
final
say, and
thought, but if you want
this is
one more thing.
really, I think this is really the heart of why we do what we do.
Hmm.
I think people think that we just engage in internet debates because we just love to debate. No, I don't think so. I don't think that that's the case at all.
Hmm.
I have these discussions with people because I want to see people live lives that glorify the Lord. I want to
Yeah,
see people who live fruitful lives, and I want to see people pass that on. And it pains me when people who you love and you are in relationship with, they're not living according to the truth of God's word.
yeah,
So, I mean, what should we do? I mean, should we just be quiet, right? Should we just put on our theoretical arguments and just start arguing, about
yeah,
about the pie in the sky, or should we try to make the case that this
yeah.
thing that we've been given is worth living?